What's up builders, it's me Jimbotron back at you with another video. In today's video, I am just going to be doing something a little bit different. However, this is something that really needs to be addressed in the community. I just want to make it clear the intent of this video is to raise awareness for the devs to fix it. I am not encouraging anything that happens in this video, nor am I responsible for anything that happens to your account if anything bad happens if you try this. I'm just going to be talking about what the exploit is and how it's a bad thing. However, if you're not interested and you only want to see it in live action, the timestamps are down below. Feel free to skip to them. Let's get into it. So basically, every hero in Overwatch has at least a primary fire ability, one ability, and an ultimate ability. And I don't think it takes an engineer to know that the ultimate ability has the highest impact out of all of these. And because of that, ultimate economy is one of the most important parts of the game. And this is where it gets really problematic, because Overwatch as a game is balanced around ultimate economy. You're supposed to earn that advantage over time through damage, positioning, and winning fights. But with this, you're skipping all of that. There's no trade-off, there's no risk. You're just getting given ultimates for free over and over again. And when one team is playing by those rules and the other one isn't, the game just completely falls apart. When you find a bug or exploit that specifically enables you to be using this ability in nearly every fight, it becomes very, very oppressive and overpowered, because you're basically breaking that entire system. The game-breaking bug contains two specific heroes, Ana and Mei. I posted a video not long ago addressing a build like this called the Falcon Protocol. Now, the build combines Falconer, Nanonade, and Fountain of Soothe, and then a bunch of cooldown, and you put it all together, bish bash bosh. You are left with a very nice ultimate charge generating build, and it's not broken. It can be very oppressive in the later game. However, it requires a lot of coordination, a lot of setup, and because of that, even though it is really strong, it is very balanced. There are quite a few bugs with the setup that we need to discuss, and this is where things start to get a bit out of hand. When you take the cluster core power, you are able to stall a grenade. What I mean by that is you can effectively use the Fountain of Soothe grenade and stack up a bunch of cooldown on that without using your grenade. So you're basically storing value for later without actually spending the ability, which already shouldn't really be happening. Your next grenade gets all of the cooldown off of this item, allowing you to double grenade effectively. Now, you can use this offensively, defensively, and in the Falcon build. It doesn't matter. It basically allows you to get any double nade. So instead of thinking about this like a small interaction, you need to think about it like the game is letting you duplicate value. Every grenade is effectively worth 2, sometimes even more depending on how many targets you hit. And that's where things start to spiral out of control really quickly. However, we take this a step further, and for some reason when you're using it, if it only hits you and enemies, you get excessive amounts of cooldown reduction. If you hit the spawn doors, like in this clip, you can perform the entire Falcon cycle with only yourself. This is insane because previously, if you wanted to Falcon cycle, you'd need to coordinate a full team of 5 people, and now you can do it yourself from spawn. No issues, no setup, nothing. We're not done yet. For some reason, Hazard and Mei walls count as players. This means items like traversal kinetics on Genji will be unable to work when you dash into a wall. However, this also goes for cluster core. You get 1 second of cooldown reduction per ice pillar you can hit on Mei and for the wall on Hazard, which lets you do some stupid things like multi-nading with 0 seconds of cooldown. So now you're not just generating ultimate charge quickly, you're generating it for free, on demand, with no downtime. This is insane. This is game-breaking. A 0-second grenade that grants people ultimate charge for free isn't fair in any way, shape, or form. Now that's enough yapping. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so I just want to start by addressing the builds. I'm personally just on a regular Junker Queen build so we don't get rolled while testing, because this is experimental. However, the only 2 builds you actually need are the Mei and Ana ones. They are crucial for this. Key things you need are 25% cooldown reduction and cluster core on Ana, and obviously the Falcon Nano setup. This does require a lot of coordination, so if you don't have a 5 stack, this is near impossible. Everyone in this clip is a very capable player, and we had to be very coordinated for this. But with that said, here are the results.
Oh yeah. Health pack is closer. I'll go on top of the health pack. The 2 people on the left who on the right.
So as you can see, we all line up against the wall, and boom. Now, we didn't even have the full setup here, but it still shows the concept. We are constantly being fed ultimate charge, they can't really do anything about it, and we're getting over 150 healing per grenade as well. So now we go into the first fight. We all have ultimates, they have nothing, literally nothing, so this fight is completely free. I do accidentally get myself killed, but we get revived, so it's fine. Team Nano drops, I drop my ultimate, and yeah, it's just a really easy first fight win for basically nothing lost. And this is the part where you really need to think about it from the enemy team's perspective. They load into this fight with nothing, no ultimates, no way to respond, and suddenly they're getting hit with 2, 3, 4 ultimates at once. There's no outplay there, there's nothing you can really do, you just lose the fight. And the best part is, you don't even need to use all your ultimates. You can cycle through everything, win the first fight with 2 or 3 ults, and then win the second fight as well because the enemy team hasn't had a chance to generate any ultimate charge. And the scary part is, it doesn't stop there. This isn't a one-time advantage, this is something you can repeat every single fight. So once you win that first fight, the game just snowballs completely out of control. Look at how oppressive this is, there is just nothing they can do. Let's look at it from Cassidy's point of view. He's just pushing the point, no ultimate charge, trying to get some damage in, and then boom, Nano Junker Queen flying straight at him. And in between all of this, we're still cycling ultimate charge in the background. There's basically no counterplay to this because of how much healing it gives. Watch this, Cassidy tries to ult and just gets completely shut down. Let's see it from his perspective. He walks up, these are all headshots from a weapon power Cassidy. He presses ult, and instantly it's over. Team Nano, Blizzard, everything. And the crazy part is those ultimates cost us nothing because we can just get them all back before the next fight anyway. Now this gameplay here is from earlier rounds where we were still testing things. We didn't fully understand the setup yet. We were experimenting with stuff like the spawn turret counting as a player, so it's not perfectly optimized here, but you still get the idea. On maps with 2 points like this is where the build is actually strongest. You can just give up B completely, and then when it comes to A or C, your whole team has ultimates ready. You wipe them with 2 or 3 ults, take the point, and then win B just through ultimate advantage alone. And the best part is, after all of that, you just reset, do the setup again, and it's like nothing ever happened. Again, this was one of our earlier attempts, so it's not perfect. But once we figured it out properly, like in the earlier clips, you can see how broken this actually is. Even here, yeah, we lose a bit of control, but we're going into the next fight with way more ultimate charge. We lose maybe 10 to 20% and then instantly get it back. And even though my soldier gameplay isn't the best here, we still win the fight. Look at the top of the screen. We now have all ultimates online and they have basically nothing, not even halfway. So now we have map control, ultimate advantage, and realistically there is nothing the opponents can do about that. And it might not look like my ultimate did much there, but let me clear that up. That soldier is running Tank 76, one of my favorite builds. Look at his health bar. I melted over 800 health instantly. On any other character, they would have been gone before they even knew what hit them. And when you put all of this together, it's not just strong, it's not just a good strategy, it fundamentally breaks how the game is supposed to work. You remove the need to manage ultimates, you remove the need to win neutral fights properly, and everything just turns into who abuses this better. And that's why this needs to be fixed. And I just want to stress one more time, this video is about raising awareness. I am not telling you to do this. Yes, I've explained how it works, but that's only to help with fixing the bug. Okay builders, that's everything for today. I hope you learned something, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe to help raise awareness so the developers can hopefully fix this. Till next time builders.